have good news for you. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to write CV for a remote job, even if you've not had any experience before, you've not officially worked before. Maybe you're a student or you're just a recent graduate, how you can structure your CV to help you land a remote job. So if you are on this, let's get right into the video. So right now, let's go straight to my laptop and let me walk you through every step by step on how you can create a CV with no experience if you do not have experience. So before I get started, I would like for you to watch this video to the end to get everything I'm going to be saying. I'd like for you to follow on to the end. You can take out your notepad or open your laptop or your phone and just get started. All right, so let's go straight to the laptop and let me show you how you can do all of this. Okay. All right. So right now, so this is the CV that I created. I just created this a few minutes ago before I started this video. So first of all, you want to write you want to write your name. So this is my name, you know, Rita Vetted Remote. So if you just put your own name. So this is actually my phone number, this is my email address, and this is my LinkedIn, the URL to my LinkedIn. So why all of this? Your name is very important because the interviewer or the recruiter has to understand, know you, how you to refer to you. If they are going to get back to you, they will need all of your personal information. And if it's a situation that they need to send you an email, your email address is right here. And if for some reason they feel like double checking and they want to actually place a call across to you, this is your phone number. Then also your LinkedIn URL. Your LinkedIn is very important when it comes to landing remote jobs and even local jobs, but it's very, very important. Like almost 80% of all the jobs I've applied for, like the remote jobs I've gotten and the jobs I've applied for, they usually require a URL to your LinkedIn. So that is that for the personal information. So this is actually the title. So you are going to put in what you are. So for this demo, I put that because I am a content writer, so I just use this. This is just an example. So now let's go straight into the other segment. So this is like the title. So you put whatever you want to call, how you want to address yourself, your title here, your job title. So here, this is what we call just like your target keywords as relating to the job. It just summarizes your skill based off of this job title, what you call yourself. So for this is keyword research, CMS management, editing and proofreading. This is just a sample. You can put whatever based on your skill and area of expertise. So we go on to the personal brand statement. This is very important. This is like a summary of this and this. This is a summary of what you do. This place is very important because this is like the first thing the recruiter is going to read. So what I did is that you have to not make the process stressful because recruiters spend just about eight is it 8 seconds on a CV. So they have a lot of CVs to go through. So you don't want to bother them straining their eyes to actually read the details of this. So that's why I made this very clear. So look at this. Let me just read it. Say, I am a content writer with hands-on experience in crafting a selling product description and promotional content, that drove 20% increase in sales for retail shops and personal online stores. In crafting selling product description that drives. Okay, so this is it. So my exceptional skill in blending creativity and strategic thinking to deliver 100% human written content that attracts, informs, and turns visitors into paying clients. So this summarizes what I'm doing. But in this place, I'm also trying to show results so that the hiring manager the eyes will likely go to these statements, these points that are in bold lettering. So you can see that these points that are in bold lettering, these are like the most important parts of this section. And once the eyes hit this, and because you have numbers there, they'll likely look at it and go back to read the all of the other stuff. And yeah, so this part is very important. For this area, this will make the recruiter decide if they are going to go on to read your CV or if they are just going to bounce from there. Do you understand? So let's go on to the major things. So the next section is achievements. achievement. So you might be asking that, okay, I don't have any experience, so how did I come out of, how did I come about this data and all of that? So even if you have not worked professionally, officially, it must be something that you have done. So you don't really need to have worked in a company, physically or remotely. So just you can just think about anything you've done at all. Maybe you've sold something online. You sold something on your social media page, and maybe a few people bought. You calculate that as maybe your ROI or your sales, the percentage of your sales. Or maybe your mother owns a store and you help her put her wares on whatever she's selling. You put it on social media and you got buyers that bought. Or you help your mom stay in shop. Or you have a physical store, you help your mom stay in the physical store, and maybe your attitude, how you engage with this audience makes them buy. That can be your customer service skill. A lot of if you've ever sold anything, if you've ever done anything at all, even for your friend, maybe you help your friend set up a social media account, or you help, or anything that you've done, you're going to refine it in a way that you are showing results. So for this CV, I just thought about myself and things that I must have done. So maybe you've taught in a school, or you've worked as a salesperson, or you've helped your cousin, your friend, your mom do something. You can transfer that and put in percentage. Think about how you did on doing that particular thing. So it doesn't have to be like official. So that is how I came about this. So the next section is achievements. Now, when you're looking at achievements, I put achievements here because normally I will go first to go with experience. I love to put experience and skill because it shows quantifiable result that you've achieved in the past, and that is what most employers are after, so that they can know that it just gives them a heads up on, okay, if you can achieve this thing in company ABC, you can also replicate the same result for them. So, but since you do not have any experience now, I'll put that as achievements. So that's kind of replaces experience for you. So let's go. So here I said wrote product descriptions and social media posts that increased sales by 20%. So grew an online store customer base by 30% in 6 months through engaging and targeted content. This is just random stuff. I just thought of like things I have done before. Like I just put myself like I'm in this situation of a newbie. So I said the next one is boosted online store sales by 20% in 3 months by improving product description and leveraging customer insight. So this is just basically those random things that you have done, but now you are putting it out as something meaningful. Because the difference between unofficial stuff that you must have done and the one you actually do working in an office is it is documented. So when you document the things that you have done, the result that you've gotten unofficially, it translates to this one. So work is work. The difference is just documentation. That is what it is. So this is this for achievements. So which is also great. Everything, it looks great. So they are going to go to the next place, which is education and certification. So this part is, I also included this part early. If you had experience, I will usually put this at the bottom because education doesn't really matter. People are more focused on experience and maybe skill sets. So I put education here because you do not have any experience. And if you are you graduated with, you just a recent graduate and you graduated with maybe a first class honors degree or a CGPA of 3.5 and above, or you went to a very renowned school, maybe you went to Harvard, you went to Cambridge University, and you have a first class, you might want to, that's something that is impressive. So you might want to add that. So even if you do not have so much tangible experience, and if you're applying for an internship role, that can endorse you as a great choice, as a top choice, because if you can build a discipline, the excellence to come out with a first class honors degree, that means you can also learn quickly on the job. So this is what I put that here. And I remember my first internship role, my employer usually only hires people that have first class honors or a second class or paradependent. So I didn't have a first class, but my CGPA was over 4 points. So that's why I got hired. That was just his personal criteria. So that can help. So this is just the sample I put here. So I said Bachelor of Arts, Mass Communication and Journalism, University of Lagos, Nigeria. This is just an example. So I put here first class honors, best graduating student. So this is just like, bragging rights. So these are the things that you can add. So I also add certification, Google Analytics certification course. I forgot to put that here. However, expert level. So this is just a random stuff I just added here. So the next one we are going to go to is and competencies. So we are actually doing things that will project you, that will project you as the top choice, even if you don't have experience. So you can say that this CV right here is already looking good. At this point, the employer can even forget that you don't have an experience because you are showing that you know what you're doing. Do you understand? So let's go to the strength and competencies. Strength is this is just basically the skill you have and what you are great at doing. So that's what it is. So this is what I wrote here. So this, now you've shown your achievements, you've shown sort of your experience, and you've come to show your strength, education and certification, strength and competencies. So I said proficient in remote work tools like Slack, Asana, and Notion for seamless collaboration and workflow management. So I added this because obviously you are trying to apply for a remote work, and these tools, like proficiency in using these tools, will also project you that okay, you have experience working remotely, you have what it takes to work and collaborate in a virtual setting. So you don't need to be micromanaged, and you have great communication tools, so they can contact you at any point in time without a hassle. So this is also skilled in using content tools such as Google Docs, Google Analytics, Ahref, and WordPress CMS. So all these tools, this tool is very important based on the skill set. I told you is about content marketing, content writing rather. So these tools are very important, and my proficiency in the use of all of these tools endorses me. Okay, I know what I'm doing in this market. I know these tools. That means I have some form of experience and I'm good to go. So the next one is strong understanding of content writing best practices, SEO principles, and social media engagement strategies. So this is also endorses me that okay, I know what I understand the whole lingo of content writing, which is my field, my job role, and this just endorses me as a top choice for this particular job. As someone that doesn't have experience, can you see how this CV looks? So now we're going to go to work experience. I know you'll say, oh, work experience. I don't have an experience. Just like what I told you, you're going to now think of all the things you have done. If you've ever sold anything, if you've ever did anything that converts, if you've helped your mom, any way you've helped to make money, you're going to remember all of that. You can just write them down somewhere in a sheet of paper and then transfer them here so that they can look like what we have here. So you don't even need to write the name of the office, company, or whatever. So I said freelance content creator. So when it comes to if you're looking to work remotely, the fact that you're already doing freelancing, those are side gigs, side skills that can actually project you as a person for the job. Let me tell you why. Companies want people, like remote job companies, they actually want people that can work independently. Like they don't want someone that they will be micromanaging. For the fact that they want to hire remotely or hire you as an independent contractor, they want to ensure that you can do the job and deliver without anybody looking over your shoulders. And if you freelance before, freelancing is more like it's solopreneur. So it means that you can work and achieve results independently without supervision. So that is why I did this here. So depending on your skill set, can also, so this further endorses you that you already, when you're freelancing, like you're working remotely too, but you already understand this. So yeah, this is what it is. So I'm just going to go ahead to put down everything, the experience. So I said wrote product description and social media posts that boosted sales by 20% for local shops and personal online stores. Optimized product listing and created engaging content that grew an online store customer base by 30% in 6 months. So you can see also the use of numbers is quantifiable. They understand the kind of result that you've achieved and the kind of result they're expecting to achieve, in this role. So they know, okay, if you achieve this as a freelancer, so given the right tools, the right support, collaboration, you might be able to do 50%, 60%, and all of that. So manage content creation and scheduling independently while leveraging tools like Google Doc. So you see what I'm saying? This has also further endorsed you as the right person for the job, even if you don't have experience, so to say. So the next one is volunteer experience. So I know that this doesn't really, people don't put this, but I love to put this in my CV because it kind of shows your humanity. It shows your humanity, that you care about people. It's not just all about money, that you care about impact. So you're all for impacting people and helping on that privilege and all of that. So it does gives a sneak peek into your personality. So if you actually volunteered, especially if you are still doing that recently, it gives them a window into your personal life and the kind of person that you are. It can also show that you're a kind-hearted person, and everybody wants to work with someone that is human. So that is it for this CV. Very simple, yeah, very simple, short, clear, but giving the right information, very clean. So this is very simple. So this is just the CV. So now you can replicate this, focus on what I have said, everything I have said. Look at, don't forget, you just need all of this. So let's go over what I said again. So this is your title, this is your personal information, this is your name, your personal information, your job role, your title. These are your keywords concern that regards your skill, your brand statement, your achievements, all right, education and certification, strength and competencies, so your work experience and volunteer experience. So this is it. So I think with this CV, you are good to go. Easy peasy. So another thing I would like to add, we're done with the CV now. It's just easy and you're good to go. But I'd like to add that before you create up this, make sure you acquire a skill. It's important to acquire a skill. So even if you don't have experience, please go and learn something. And when you're learning, practice. For instance, you learn how to, if you're confused on what to learn, I actually have a course on content writing. So I will put the link to the course in the description. You can also check my channel. You see course on content writing. Please go watch that video. Then come back to make your CV. Come back to this video so that you can make your CV. Why am I saying it's very important to have? And when you just quickly acquire a skill, practice, practice, practice. Talk to your friend. Talk to your aunties, your uncles that own businesses. Oh, do you have a website? They don't have. You can help them create one simple way. Or do you have a social media account? You create a social media account for your mom's business, even if she's selling groceries. Create a social media account. Start posting things. All these things is what will lead to your experiences. So start doing that now. Then use this to create your CV. So this is how you can project yourself as someone that knows what they are doing, even if you don't, so to say, have work experience. Another way to build your work experience is to just intern. You can intern for free, you can volunteer for free and add that to your CV. You can also apply to be a VA to somebody. See, at this point, if you're just starting out in your career, you have to normalize doing some things for free. So because at this point, you want to also build your portfolio. And before we end this video, portfolio is very important. So everything you're doing, document it. If there's a social media platform you're working on, document the growth, maybe monthly, quarterly, and keep a document of all this. And you use all of this information to build your CV. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give me a like. And if you have questions about this video, don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section. I read all my comments almost immediately, so don't forget to drop a comment. And also subscribe to this channel. Subscribing to this channel will ensure that you see all of my great videos. And trust me, I have great videos for you this month. I have great videos that you actually find very, very helpful. And it's also a way of saying, hey, I support what you're doing, and thank you for the great content. All right, thank you for watching. Bye.